Look what I got. Now let me tell you, you might not know what Obitus is. I don't know what the hell Obitus is, or at least I didn't. Obviously I do know, I already played the game. But, you know, you see every SNES RPG, and you might think that I mean Final Fantasy, that it's about Dragon Quest, that it's about Shin Megami Tensei, but no. This right here, this is the lifeblood. This is what the series is all about. Obitus? What the fuck is an Obitus? Well, let's find out together. Forgot the controller. Game starts and you're in this room, and it scrolls from side to side, kind of like you're in a town in Shining in the Darkness or Arcana. So I hit every button to see what they do. So it looks like Y picks up stuff, X drops that. That's a little weird. Why is there a drop item button? Can't think of any time I'd want to use that. What, can I only have one item? Oh no, I can pick both up, and L and R cycles between them. So I select the key, hit every button, it looks like B uses items, and we leave the tower. We're leaving Sanctuary of the Tower, okay. Alright, so, wait. I'm taking damage? What? What was that, 1 second after I left the tower and this guy's punching me? What do I do? Well, I don't have any weapons, so it looks like my only choice is to run away. I'm gonna get an apple, some arrows. Do I need a bow? How do I turn around? Oh, I guess you gotta be at, like, the end. Right, you bastard, I'm coming to get you. And he's gone. Well. Alrighty then. What about these 2 candles? There's one for health, one for stamina. I know what health does, but I'm not really sure what the stamina is about. So after playing the game for a little bit longer, I have one huge complaint. You get so many items. Using L and R to 1 by 1 cycle in between all of them is a huge pain in the ass. It's like whenever you're being attacked, it's a mad scramble to hit L as fast as you can just so you can get to the arrows. What makes things worse is it's not like a band. You can't just like keep hitting L and expect to get every item. It's like once you get to the end of your inventory and you didn't see the item you want, then you need to hit R and go all the way back through it. It doesn't, like, smartly cycle all the way around. One nice thing I can say about Obitus is that it lets you save anywhere you want. Anywhere, anytime, just hit select to bring up the menu, hit save. Bam, done. So save often, because you never know what's gonna happen. Oh, what's this? I can't see anything. Yeah, that's right, this game is a lighting system. When you go into caves, you can't see anything unless you bring a torch or a lantern to light them up. But you can circumvent this because whenever you pause the game, everything becomes illuminated. And the compass still works. So most of the time, I don't even bother lighting these areas. I just walk around and use the compass to navigate. You can still see items, so what's the point? Drakehurst Castle, huh? Well, it's nice to be finally out of those caves. Wait, what the fuck? What? Well, this was unexpected. Now I'm in like 2D side-scrolling mode. Am I hitting this guy? I guess so. So now we're like in this castle and the game is completely changed. You can hit up or down to go between the foreground and background. Use keys to open up these doors. And that's another thing. This game has so many fucking keys. It'll make your head spin. So I'm walking around, I'm using keys to open up the door. It's like this key that I have selected right now seems like it opens most of the doors, and it looks like I can use it as many times as I want. Some keys, the door eats the key and it leaves your inventory, which I guess is good since, you know, if you don't need the key again in the game, it leaves your inventory. That's nice. But I don't think that's how it works. I think some of these keys just have a certain number of uses. Like this one, I'm going around, I'm opening doors, and then all of a sudden I can't use it anymore. But guess what? There's still more doors in here that are opened by this key. Like if I reload my save and come back in, I can open different doors. So it's like you need to know ahead of time, and you need to pick and choose what doors you need to open, or else you can't get to the end of this castle. I'm running around, looking to find where to go, and all of a sudden I drop dead. What the fuck happened? It's not like I was being attacked. Well, upon further review, it's because I let my stamina get too low. So that's what stamina is. Once your stamina bar runs out, you start losing health. Normally you recover stamina by going into the menu and hitting sleep. When you're in a castle, your stamina drains rapidly, much faster than it does in the first-person segments. And also, when you're in here, it doesn't let you sleep. So if you get too far away from the entrance, save the game, like I just did, not notice that you're running out of stamina, there's no way to get that back. You're fucked. And this game only has one save slot, so if your one save slot is too far away for you to get back to the first person segment so you can go to sleep and get it back, that's it. That's game over. You're done. Start over from the beginning. So after restarting the game from the beginning, this time I come across a dwarf, and he's asking me if I have anything to trade for his heavy key. So I'm trying to use my items, and wait, oh, I'm being attacked from behind. Now remember, you can only turn around when you're at the ends of hallways. If you're inside a hallway, there's nothing you can do. You're stuck facing in that direction. So I'm facing the dwarf, being attacked from behind. I'm using every item I have, trying to get this key, but he doesn't want anything. So I have no choice but to kill the dwarf, then turn around and take care of the enemy. Only the dwarf didn't drop that key. Yeah, I'm looking around, it's not here. No worries though, I'm sure it's just an optional key leading to a side area, because after all, the game wouldn't let you miss out on something that crucial, right? So after exploring the castle, playing the game for a little while longer, I come across this orb. This important looking orb. I backtrack a little and we end up in that room we started the game in. So it turns out Obitus is structured something like this. Imagine the starting room is at the center of this blank paint document. There are 4 doors leading in 4 different directions, each of them leading to a separate quadrant of the game. In each quadrant, there's tons of items, NPCs, enemies, traps, castles, whatever. All the shit you'd expect is in each quadrant, and they're basically separated off from each other. The 2 main things the game expects you to find in each corner of the game is one of these orbs and a key that lets you open up another section from this central room. So I have the orb and a shitload of keys. I try all of them on all the doors, and guess what? None of them work. Because you know why? You probably know why. That fucking key the dwarf had was the one you need. Seeing that the dwarf is dead, there's no other way to get the key, meaning that I need to restart the entire game from the beginning again. Again! The game played a nasty trick on me. You know what? I have no honor at this point. We're looking up a guide, we're looking up maps, I don't give a shit. I just want to get through this game. So I found a map. The entire game is small enough that it fits on this one JPEG, and it confirms the suspicions I had earlier. Remember the castle, how I mentioned that it seemed like there were more doors than you were able to use the key? Well, I counted. You can use the key 6 times. They open up these blue doors you see here on the map. You see a fucking problem? There's more than 6 goddamn doors in this castle. Alright, well, whatever. We have a fucking guide now, so just gonna put my nose to the grindstone and just fucking do it. Alright, let's find out how you're actually supposed to get the key from the dwarf. Well, it turns out that's what the drop item button is for. You're supposed to drop a gold bar at his feet, which looks like a stick of butter, by the way, and he will give you the key. Alright, okay. There's no more roadblocks, no more excuses. We're getting this shit done now. The game is so pathetically small by the looks of this map. I bet it'll end up being the shortest game by far if we don't count these soft locks. In fact, you know what? Let's time it.
So 1 hour and 58 minutes later, here we are ready to watch the ending of the game. I hope you weren't expecting, I don't know, a final boss or anything climactic, because of course you're not getting any of that from this. All in all, what do I think? Game sucks. F tier. There's a reason nobody ever talks about Obitus. It's a nothing game. It's the kind of thing you would expect from a late 80s PC game where there was no quality control. People could just release whatever the hell they wanted on that platform. But for a Super Nintendo game, this had to go through checks at Nintendo and they approved it. I almost don't believe that this managed to get passed. It's like even they didn't care. There aren't even any credits. And I don't blame them. I would be ashamed to put my name on this too. So that's all I got. Don't ever trust anyone who needs a haircut. Fuck this game. See you later.